Hi Leo, this is your August 2020 General Tarot Forecast. Guys, this is for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Leo Venus signs. So if your Venus is in Leo, this is going to act as a romance or love reading for you. Otherwise, for Sun, Moon, Rising sign Leos, this is just a general reading for your sign. If you're currently experiencing a romantic say theme in your life, or you want to take the messages here and use it for a romantic or love story, that's great. Feel free to do that. It's a general reading. But for Venus signs, that's the whole point. It's about creativity, art, and love. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do you need to know for August 2020? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, August 2020. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. August 2020. Can you believe we're in August already? It's almost hard to believe, isn't it? August 2020. All right, messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I don't have AC where I am. I hope you do where you are, but it's pretty warm here, and the cards are a little sticky. So if they go flipping and flying, that's why. Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising for Leo, August 2020. All right, folks, let's get out your Celtic cross. As always, guys, you can rest assured that I will get an oracle card from each of the 4 decks here to complete your monthly message for you. What is in store? Okay, so you're ready to put something to rest. We do have a 10. We see an end in sight here. You could be dealing with a Libra, or Libra energy could be involved here. You could have this could be happening at work, or this could just be happening within an enterprise, a project you're super passionate about. It could be about a passion of yours. This could also be about your willpower or spirituality as well. I'm motioning to whenever you see fire here or wands. Fire is just wands. It's just the element. We're dealing with a lot of wands energy here, which is your element, right? It's fire. So look at this, fire, 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 some air. We have some high priestess over here. Here's some more fire. So you could try, and we have another 10 over here, but we have a major. We have a wheel of fortune over here. So I would say, you know, just before getting into even any more cards right now, and as a general concept to what I'm seeing already, guys, I'm just seeing, unless we see the Tower or death, I'm seeing a pretty significant ending and beginning here for you. Look at this, so much fire. A little bit of a balancing act and then going within. Okay, wonderful. So it could just be the difference between looking outside of yourself for help, awareness, love, affection, etc. Money, validation, whatever it is, Leo, that we look outside of ourselves for. It could even have to do with a contract. It could have to do with a relationship or the balance of something as well. But anyway, it is worth noting how much wands or fire, as it were, energy is represented in your reading today. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands energy, and we only have a little bit of swords, a little bit of cups, tiny bit of pentacles. So really what that's representing to me, because we're wands heavy in this reading for August, I'm looking at a lot of behavior. We're looking at a lot of action, okay? Remember, we have, you know, this is an action oriented. It's fire. It's exertion. It is sort of, you know, the yin and the yang, where the yang is like the receptivity. The yin, the male energy, is the proactive energy. So that's what we're looking at here. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of behavior going on here. Something isn't just in your mind. It's not just sitting in your heart. You're doing a lot. So I want to mention a couple of other things here. We do have a page of fire over here. There could be a younger person, especially in the second to third week, third to fourth week of the month that is prominent for you. Younger fire sign. So it could even be another Leo, but they're younger than you. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, younger than you. Could be a child, could be your child, someone's child, something like that. Someone younger than you. We do have a knight over here, some Sagittarius energy over here. And while this person may or may not be younger than you necessarily, this is someone who is, and again, it could just be your energy. It's a general reading. But this is someone who is, or their energy is very philosophical. It's very outgoing. It's quite bubbly. They're going to say what's on their mind, but this energy or person is here and gone. It's very, even though it's fun and flighty and bubbly, this person is quite restless, or this energy rather, if it's not a person, is quite restless. So there's some restless energy here. There's some combative energy here. Excuse me. So that's what I'm seeing off the outset. Let's get into the basket encapsulating this reading within it. So I realize this setup is a little bit off. Sorry for the optics here, guys. Let's make it look pretty. There. 5 of Cups. So guys, when I say the bottom of the deck energy, and I literally just took, I hope you see it when I do it, because I don't edit my videos for this reason. I just take the card that's at the bottom of the deck when I'm done shuffling, and this is what I consider the overall energy for the month, right? And certainly you can consider it to be sort of the basket that your reading sits in. 5 of Cups, it's the only cup energy we have, and it is a little bit of a letdown, I'll be honest. There's a little bit of, there's a disappointment here. So I would say that you're going to save a lot of time, just flat out without getting into each card in its position. What I'm seeing straight off the bat, guys, is if you're seeking love, if you're seeking validation, if you're seeking anything external to yourself in order to fulfill something in your own heart, it's going to be disappointing straight up. And you know what? It's not just you, Leo. I'm not picking on you, and it's not because it's August. It's just the nature of the beast. It's the name of the game here, guys. We can never expect from anyone or anything else what we cannot provide for ourselves, and we can't even match it. We can't even match it. This is why it's so important for you to build up your own emotional reserves and your own mental health acumen, so that you are always at a 10 of Cups, so that you never get let down, so that no matter what happens, what you do or what someone brings into your environment for the month or any length of time, no matter what's happening externally to you, you can always feel loved, always feel safe, always feel like you have a full heart. So I do feel like there could be a little bit of a heart let down for you here. And again, we're looking at endings. We do have 2 10s, as I mentioned. We do have a minor arcana 10, and we have a Wheel of Fortune here. So you do have a major decision to make. We don't have Lovers. I'm not saying like a decision that needs to be made to take you to another level, but I do think a decision about another opportunity, another way of living, another way of behaving. And the advice card being the Hermit is quite revealing, because the Hermit is Virgo ruled. You could be dealing with a Virgo individual. If this is a love reading for you and you're dealing with, between a couple of signs and you know they're a Virgo, maybe the Virgo is the one for you, or Virgo needs a little bit more time or to be given a second chance. But if this is advice card for you and it's not a Venus reading for you, and this is a general reading regarding something not related to romance, for example, I would say that going within, finding the answers within, perhaps even meditation, or looking for some assistance even, or work, looking for something to distract yourself. There could be work or service that's, or health. So we'll get into that in just a moment. Here's the situation, and what's crossing it is the Queen of Swords. So like I said, you could be dealing with Libra individual, male or female, but this could also be your energy, Leo. And this woman has seen and done everything. She's considered the divorce queen. She's pretty stark, right? Oops, sorry. And she's over something. She's really done. She's really done. And you might even have to, if this is a breakup or you're leaving a situation as well, this could be very, very positive for you. Let's just say this was a decision you came to, and now you're just going through the motions of, extracting yourself from a difficult situation or something that is a letdown. I would say congratulations. You're on your way out. You are going to become very free, especially if you are protecting your own sense of balance and, health, right? Because we do have the High Priestess over here, and the High Priestess is really going to speak to secrets. She's going to speak to understanding, inner wisdom, and we're seeing inner wisdom here sort of twice, right? High Priestess, which is very intense female, energy, and then we see this inner wisdom over here. So maybe just to even take a step back and listen to what's going on in your own heart, in your own head, instead of just constantly moving and taking action. So definitely an end is in sight around a contract, a Libra person, or a relationship, or something needs to be rebalanced. Here in the foundation is the Five of Wands, as you see. So some more fire energy. This is the only five. All the fives are chaotic. It's what they do. But the Five of Wands is a little bit more, I would say, constructive, just because it's like I consider it like friendly competition. Consider there's 3 ways to get one job done, and everyone does it 3 different ways, but you think your way is right, but at the end of the day, the job is done. That's how I sort of read this card. And it can be fun. You can sort of challenge each other. You can put each other to the task. You can say, like, who can do it first, that type of thing. Like, it can be fun, but this can also be a job competition, and it can also be a relationship or attention competition. And I would say if it's attention, if you're competing for attention from a Sag or even another fire sign, just someone younger than you or someone who appears youthful, whether they're Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, if you're competing for that attention, I would cut that off, because you know what? Here in your recent past, you deserve better. And I think you're aware of this, and I think this is why you're a little bit, your heart, like when you really consider how you feel, not what you're doing, not even if it's fun, right? Quote unquote fun. Even if it distracts you, even if it makes you feel good one day and bad 3 days, at least you have that one day, that type of thing. It's just overall, it's not worth it. And I think you know it. So here in our recent past, you do have an inner wisdom. You do see or feel or sense there's something sort of wonky. Maybe you don't want to be the ice queen. Maybe you don't want to have to put your foot down about something, but I'll tell you, it'll continue. Whatever is going on that feels like an uphill battle will only continue. What we allow continues. So you kind of have to put your foot down about protecting yourself here. So here, we just spoke about this in some detail, and I'll go through this rather quickly, but crowning you. And again, so this is, consider it like this. These are mirroring each other, right? And these are mirroring each other. So, at the foundation is a friendly competition. You might, like I said, you could even be having fun. But it's probably not going to go anywhere. 9th house energy, the philosopher, the traveler, the religion could even be involved here, or religious communication, or someone who's involved with religion. So, you have some strong personality types here, for example, but what I see that matters the most is the recent past and your near future, which is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands, please understand here, is looking directly at the High Priestess, which is your inner wisdom, okay? Your psychic energy, your feminine prowess, hidden talents, your intuition, and it's protecting. This is supporting this. This is very, the 7 of Wands, even all by itself here, is a very, what's it called? Defensive. It's a defensive, you're defending something, and it's usually for a higher good or very good cause, or you have good reason. So, if you feel like something's a little bit off or wonky, or you're going to be let down, or there's a constant letdown, it's not your imagination. You need to protect yourself. From heartache here, guys. You deserve better. I would trust your inner wisdom. Go within and stop letting other people determine your value. Here in the position of how you see yourself is you're ready. Here's the second 10 here, guys, right? So 10 right in the center. Wheel of Fortune is a 10. And 10s are just, there's a cycle ending. Now, this is Jupiter ruled. The one beautiful thing about this, it's not the World card, it's not Saturn ruled, where there's like restrictions and delays and such. The Wheel of Fortune really allows you to, there's a horseshoe opportunity here for you. There's a real chance at luck. There's a real chance, and look at how these guys are mirroring themselves. And the luck is situated by work, service, inner wisdom, meditation, and going within, solitude, right? So I think it's a really good time for you to be your own best friend, come to your own aid if you can here, Leo, especially by this third, fourth week. So here's how others see you. You seem very sprite. You seem very attractive. You're fun, you're flirty, but there is a youthfulness, possibly even, it could even border on naivete. Okay, there could be a sense of you're just going for gold no matter what, but there's no lessons being learned here. So this is a really youthful energy. So how others are seeing you is that you may not have, you may not be aware of something, right? The page is really young. It's childlike, okay? It is naive because it's supposed to be naive. It's even naive in relation to the knight, which is already over here. It's either someone else or your energy, and it's a little bit more mature. Certainly it's not mature, but it's a little bit older. It knows kind of what it wants, but it's still all over the place. It's mutable energy. It's here and there, and it's all over the place. The page over here is just kind of like, it's like a playtime situation. So if you are serious with someone, or you are serious about something, no matter what it is for you here, Leo, I would make sure, because this is how others see you, perhaps you need to step up your own game, maybe look or appear or sound more serious or sound more professional, maybe get professional advice, maybe look at how you may be relating in an exciting situation, and maybe just, you know, assess yourself, put a little mirror on yourself in a situation, not all by yourself, but in a situation, whether it's a competition or you're defending yourself, you know, maybe just try to look at yourself through the lens of something else, maybe someone who is a little bit more serious or down to earth, because we do have some earth energy up here. But interesting, in your hopes and fears, we have an infinity battle, okay? So the Two of Pentacles is really just asking, and you've done it before, you've already done this at least once before, you've been here before. That's why you have an opportunity to say, aha, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to grow. I'm going to see what's going on, and I'm going to grow. I'm going to mature from this. That's what I suggest is really going to be helpful to you here, because this is a lot of juggling. Whatever's going on, your hopes and fears here, are you going to keep juggling this? Are you going to keep living this way? Are you going to keep trying to balance this and that, him and her, this job, that job, this income, that income? So stability could be what is required most here if you want to stop rushing around and you know, seeking something that really, really, like, seriously already exists within you. And it could just be you running from something as well. So I just want to mention that. Here's your outcome being the Hermit, right? So Virgo energy, Virgo is the 6th house. Of course, we have some balance there, but it's also the house of work and service. That's why I've been mentioning that. It's also mother-child, not... you know, it's a very, very feminine element. I think it gets overlooked a lot. Virgo energy is just like, people just find it down to earth and pretty, unfortunately, a lot of people find it ho-hum. I don't. I think Virgo energy is incredibly potent, and it's also incredibly, it's incredibly feminine. It's not only a feminine sign, but it's the Mercury-ruled feminine sign, so great deal of communication and thought processes here. So you may have to go within to find some peace from something that's ongoing that you're looking for a solution to, or an end of a cycle. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily a terrible or a troubling month ahead, guys, but I would say that there is going to be a challenge for you. We do have nature. I'll show it to you before I plop it down. We do have nature jumping out here. We have cycles are very, very important. Cycles are very important. Also the nature of man, the nature of woman. Maybe there is a naivete there about what is the nature of who you are dealing with. What is your nature? What is their nature? And another way to read nature is, you know, natural cycles, obviously. And being in the natural world, if you can get out from a situation, or if you can get away from something, so you can relax in nature. Nature is also very, very healing. We do have breathe coming out for you as well, and this is really looking at specifically meditation, which your advice card also speaks to as well. I think it's important to recognize, however, that meditation doesn't necessarily always mean sitting in lotus position with your eyes closed. I know that's heresy, but you know, lots of people can garden and meditate. Lots of people can do their nails and meditate. You do your dishes, you take care of children. You know, you write the 5th chapter of your book. Like, lots of things are meditative, guys. It does not mean sitting in lotus position. It really doesn't. You can meditate in nature by simply being in nature. That's it. Just you don't have to bring a phone, you don't have to look like anything. You just put your feet in your shoes and you go in nature and you just let nature do its healing, because wow. Yeah, I feel like somebody, hopefully it's not you, but I feel like somebody might be trying to get away with something, or it might just be too immature for you. So we have patience. Patience is a really big part of the month for you here, guys. But we have honeymoon and pay attention to the red flags. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then the signs are cautioning you. So I would say if you're going away with somebody for the first, second, however many times, whether it's your first time or you're already dating somebody, however deep you are into it, you know, there is something here that needs to be challenged. There is something that needs to be solved, and it's time for the next phase, because with these 2 10s, a cycle needs to be over, and these red flags are showing up too much and it's hurting you, and you're better than this. It's time to move on, okay? So guys, that's your August 2020 reading. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye for now.